Whoever comes in here for vacation, obviously they want to try everything because they are here to eat, relax, and enjoy the vacation.
I'm Dalia Colon, and this is the Zest. Citrus, seafood, Spanish flavor, and Southern charm. The Zest celebrates cuisine and community in the Sunshine State. It's our Season 9 finale. But before we take some time off, let's head to the beach. With the weather heating up and summer vacation so close we can almost taste it, let's head to the beach for a sit-down with Inder Suryawanshi. As executive chef of JW Marriott Clearwater Beach Resort and Spa, he oversees the resort's main restaurants, Latitude 28 and the Deep End. Chef Inder grew up in Kundal, India. He learned to cook by watching his mom make dishes like butter chicken, eggplant curry, and naan over a wood stove. The Zest team met up with Chef Inder at the resort, which overlooks Clearwater Beach. The view from the suite where we did the interview was downright dreamy, and the Gulf of Mexico views get even more stunning when you head up to the Deep End rooftop restaurant. I mean, you really should see it with your own eyes, but you can see our photos on Facebook and Instagram at The Zest Podcast. In our conversation, Chef Inder explains how a literal sign, led him to the hospitality industry and eventually to the United States. He also recalls his first experience eating a cheeseburger in the U.S., and he shares what food he packs when he heads to the beach.
You can see a lot of things around here. You can see the dolphins, you can see the manatees. If you go outside in the balcony, you can see a lot of the boats, pirate ships going around this area.
Oh my gosh, driving here I was like, this is a good day at work. Driving over that bridge, you see the water, it opens up, it's like magical. So do you live in Clearwater Beach, or do you get to experience that drive every day?
I get to experience, I live like 10 minutes away from here, but I get to experience to come from the bridge here to see all this beautiful water, blue water around here.
Oh, it's so nice. Okay, so we're here to talk about the restaurants. Tell me a little bit about the restaurants at the hotel.
So main three restaurants we have. One is Latitude 28, which serves breakfast and dinner at dinner time, which is our fine dining restaurant, which serves Mediterranean cuisine. There is a lot of good Mediterranean dishes on the menu. And upstairs on 11th floor, which you can see the entire ocean from the restaurant, which is our Deep End, which is Latin flair, the Asian cuisine. There's a lot of dishes from Peru. There's a lot of dishes from like all Latin areas.
Okay, you have to give me some detail. The Latin dishes, the Mediterranean, like what are some of the crowd pleasers?
So there's upstairs in the Deep End, lomo saltado. It's one of our best dish, which is a Peruvian dish and has like onion, tomatoes, and it's a beef tenderloin fish. It's very flavorful. We use Peruvian spices inside there, so it's worth to try it.
Okay, and then how about the Mediterranean?
So Mediterranean, there's a lot of varieties down there. When you go downstairs in the Mediterranean, we start from salad. It's a smoked burrata salad, which is one of our most seller, which we smoke the burrata in-house and it presented on the table. We take the dish, we put the smoke inside the dish, the dome, and we open it so the smoke comes out.
Oh, it's a show.
And then we have one of our signature desserts there. It's called Scan Me dessert. So
it's called what?
Scan Me.
Okay.
So it's basically, there is a story behind that dessert. So one time I went to the Dallas, Texas, and I was at the bar, so drinking, and I ordered a drink. It's called Scan Me.
Never heard of that drink. What's in it?
So drink came in on, it's just regular margarita, but the drink came in with the scanner on the top with the foam.
Oh, okay.
So the reason why it's drink called, it's Scan Me. So then I was thinking how I can incorporate that into my restaurants here. So I came back here, then I talked to my pastry chef, and that's how we come up with that Scan Me dessert. So basically you get the desserts, you have a scanner on the dessert, inbuilt in the dessert. You scan it, it will take you straight to our restaurant website. And at the end, we have a nitrogen magic. We call it nitrogen magic. So we just dip the rose in the nitrogen and we clap it so it shattered like a glass.
Oh my gosh. Now does that do anything to the flavor or is that more for the spectacle?
It's a spectacle and the flavor.
Okay.
Because it has its dessert has rose flavor in there. It has cardamom and a rose syrup in there, so it's matches with that.
Wow. Okay, so we're at the beach and driving in, it's a beautiful beach, but there's a lot of places that are just kind of average when you think about the beach. When I think about beach food, I think of like kind of a mediocre grouper sandwich, some soggy french fries, some like not very good ice cream. And that's kind of fine, because that's what I expect when I go to the beach. But what you're talking about is like fine dining. It's almost better than what people probably expect. So talk to me about that.
So we are at the JW Marriott Clearwater Beach, right? So we wanted to present the luxury. We are a luxury brand, so we have on our menus the grouper sandwich, we have a french fries, we have a snapper on our menus. We just take those dishes, but we create it our little bit elevated ways. So anyone who comes to our property, they can able to experience those simple things, but elevated ways.
What kind of response do you get?
So most of the time, yes, they really love it. We get a lot of reviews from all around the Clearwater Beach or from all our whoever guest comes in our property.
Do you ever get to go to the beach?
Once a month, I try to go with my son. I have a 5-year-old son, so he like to go to the beach. So once a month, I try to go to the beach.
That's pretty good, once a month. Do you come to this beach or is this too close to work?
Not really. I come to most of the time. I only know this beach. That's it.
Your car just automatically drives here.
Comes here, stops in the pier, and then just go to the beach.
Okay. It's kind of stressful thinking about packing food for the beach if we don't just want to rely on the like deep fried whatever they've got in a basket. And I love packing my own food. It's kind of my thing. So what advice do you have for me? I would probably like to take my family to the beach this summer. Like, what are you packing when you go to the beach?
So when I go to the beach, most of the time, I pack all the fruits.
Okay, so like watermelon or?
Watermelon, you can apple, like snacks with like chips and salsa, those kind of things.
Okay.
Like hummus, which is one of my favorite thing. And we have our traditional hummus recipe in our Mediterranean restaurant downstairs too.
Okay, so you're not packing like fancy salads with like dressings and
not really
sun-dried tomatoes and all of that?
No.
No? Okay, that makes me feel a little better. So just keep it simple.
Keep it simple, but it's flavorful.
Okay. If you did want to pack something a little bit more filling, would you have any suggestions?
Yes, if I wanted to pack and go to the beach, I will pack which is not melt in the sun, obviously, because when you go to the beach, it's sunny. So you wanted to pack something which is stable, like hummus and chips, guacamole, salsa, all those kind of things.
Those are good. You can just grab them.
You can grab them, have snacks. So you don't want it to like go to the beach and set up like a dining table and have dinner there, right? So,
okay, that's me. With my like pasta salad and farro salad and all of that stuff. Okay, so there's a new menu coming to Latitude 28 later this summer or early fall?
So in August, we're planning to change our menu in August. So how we do the transition? So we look into quarterly that what's most selling, right? What's our guest feedback? Again, the feedback is always a gift from the guest. We take it as a gift.
I like that.
We use those feedbacks to the next menu.
So what kind of gifts have the guests given you?
Again, feedback is feedback. It's good, bad, we take it. Good feedback, we keep it. It's bad feedback, we try to improve and make it as like better products for our guests.
Is there anything they've said we want more of or less of? Any trends?
When we open this restaurant, we new hotel, we take the feedback from the guest. Okay, we need more varieties on the menu. We need something local seafood on the menu. So we already did change that part, and then now it's pretty much working. So again, there is a few things always we get a feedback, right? In good and bad. So we take those small things and we try to make those changes when we come up with the next menus.
Okay. So is there something exciting that you're looking forward to on the new menu?
So we just started to creating the new menus. We already had some dishes in our mind, but we wanted to make it something more like an interactive type of menu. So when chefs able to go to the table and then present the food or do some wow things, like if we're serving a tomahawk, right? So we go there, we put the herb pouch on the top of the tomahawk, and we put rum on the top and light it up, so it gives you that flambe reaction.
That sounds exhausting because you're already doing a lot. You're managing a whole 3 restaurants, and you're coming up with new menus all the time, and now you also have to be like putting on a show with each dish. Is that new? Have people always expected that level of like showmanship with the food?
So not each dish, but some of the dish on the menus, right? So it's always good to have at least few dish which is like interactive. There's a lot of things we can do with that. So we can we can connect yourself with the guest, and then we can speak about the food, we can talk about the food. So as always in my career, I always think that if you're making a dish, you are the only one who can really explain that dish like a really better way, because you creating that dish.
Okay, you mentioned your career, and you have worked in quite a few hotels and resorts. Have you noticed a difference between these types of customers who are on vacation, most of them probably, versus someone in town just kind of eating at a standalone restaurant? Are their expectations different?
Yes, obviously I worked almost 17 years. This is my 9th property to work in all over the United States and outside the United States. But it's depend on which brand you go. Like if you go to JW's, this is my 4th JW. Whoever comes in here for vacation, obviously they want to try everything because they are here to eat, relax, and enjoy the vacation. When you go to like a DC area, I used to work in DC area, the hotels, which is a business hotel, like everyone goes there for the meetings only, right? So there, the guests just wanted to grab the food and go to the meeting. They don't have the higher expectations. They just want to eat something and go to the meeting so they can keep working.
Okay, gotcha. So are people who are on vacation, you said they're relaxed, are they maybe more uptight because they're spending so much money and this is their one vacation a year, and so it feels like the stakes are higher, or do you not find that to be true?
If it's my personal experience, when I go to vacation, I don't care how much money I have to spend because I'm going there to enjoy myself. It's depend on the customer, like whoever comes here, what they want and what they wanted to experience.
Let's back up. I want to talk about you. So where did you grow up and how did you get into cooking?
So it's long story short. I grew up back home in India. It's a small town. It's called Kundal. So originally I wanted to become a doctor. So I tried to get an admission in a medical college. That time I don't have that much grades, so I couldn't able to get into the medical college. So one day I was tired, and sit down on the bus stop with one of my friend, just staring at hotel management board, and it said that opportunity to go to abroad.
Oh.
So
it was literally a sign.
Literally a sign. So we went to that college just to get an information. Okay, what exactly it is hotel management. Before that, I don't have any clue what is a hotel management. So when there, we talked about it, and that person who was selling those admissions, he is pretty good. So
I guess so.
He sold us on that, and that's how I get into the hotel management school. And after I finish my school, I get an opportunity to come to United States and work at the JW Marriott Desert Ridge in Phoenix, Arizona.
Oh.
And I was there working in the pastry department, and after that I started my career, and then every start growing and growing. And
Wow.
then that's how I get into the hotel management.
Wow. Okay. So many questions. Had you had any cooking experience before you saw that sign?
So cooking experience, so again, my first lesson I learned as a cooking from my mom. So there used to be in my house, there's a really small kitchen next to the house because we cook on a wood fire. So there I was used to sit in that small kitchen and watch my mom how she cook all the food, and that's how I learned the cooking. And that's how gets me excited. Okay, how she put the spices in there, how she make those bread perfectly round without even cutter, and then that's how I learned my cooking experience.
So what kind of dishes was she making?
So her favorite is butter chicken, naan bread. There is a lot of vegetarian dishes she used to make, which is eggplant curry. So those dishes I just used to watch her how she make, and then when I come in, because my mom is back home, so then I need to remember and then try those things. So keep practicing, and then obviously I'm not gonna make same dish as her, but at least I get that.
It's hard. We tried to make chana masala and naan last week, and it tasted good, but it did not look like the picture, and it was not as good as when my Indian friends make it. Yeah, that's hard. Now, do you ever let any of that Indian influence into the menu here? Because that sounds really good.
So we do have some Indian cuisine dishes on our menus. If you go to Escape or in-room dining, we have butter chicken bowl, which comes with butter chicken, rice, and a naan bread. But yes, and plus we do all the Indian events.
Oh, yeah.
Weddings on property. So we do cater them.
You're the guy they're calling.
Yeah.
Now, what did your family think after you diverted your plan to become a doctor?
First, it was a little bit pushed back. My family is from political background. They want me to become a doctor. But then once they know me, once they see my creativity about the food, then once they start seeing me in the videos and see me what I do, and they start adopting those, okay, he's doing something really good. So then every time when I go back home, so I cook some dishes from them which they never tried in the back home, and then they enjoyed it now.
Did you really want to be a doctor?
I really do want to be a doctor. Now it's too late for me, but at some point it's my opinion that there is no time to start, right? So now I don't think so I want to be a doctor. Maybe I will be a doctor in the food.
That's what you are, yeah. So, you're healing people with food. We got doctors. I mean, there's only one you. I think do you feel like you found what you're supposed to be doing?
Yes, I do. So I enjoyed what I do, and now food is my passion. Everything I do is about food now.
What do you make at home, like for your 5-year-old son?
So for him, he's still 5-year-old, so he still eats some Indian dishes. At home, mostly I cook Indian food, but same like chana masala, butter chicken, sometimes vegetable curries, like naan bread, rice, biryani, all those kind of things.
Yum. Does he like a lot of the pizza and chicken nuggets?
So he do like pizzas, chicken nuggets. His favorites is chicken nuggets and French fries. But again, I try to avoid those things because all those fried food, it's not good for the health.
That's the beach food. A lot of places, not here, but
it's not every day.
French fries.
Once a blue moon, it's okay to eat.
Sure.
But the daily basis, you just eat rice and lentils and all those things.
That sounds really good. Do you have a guilty pleasure or a food that we might be surprised that you enjoy? Like a junk food?
Yes, my favorite one, and then it has a really good story behind that food.
I love all your stories.
So there is a restaurant chain called In-N-Out. I don't know if you guys know.
We don't have it here, right?
We don't have it here.
They have it in California.
They have California,
In-N-Out
Phoenix,
burger.
yes. And back home, we don't eat beef. So when I came to United States, so one of my friend, he took me to In-N-Out. I was staying across the street from the In-N-Out, so he took me to the In-N-Out, and he asked me, that's my third day in the United States. And he asked me, what do you want? So I say, I don't eat beef. So I say, okay, you want cheeseburger?
Oh.
So I thought cheeseburger means
like a
cheese,
grilled cheese.
Grilled cheese, yes. And then after I eat, then he told me that you ate beef.
Oh.
And I said, okay, it was really good. So
that was your first time having beef?
Yes.
How was your stomach?
It was okay. Nothing happened. So it was good. I really enjoyed it. And after that, that restaurant becomes my favorite restaurant to go because it's across the street from my house. And then I just went last couple of weeks to Las Vegas. First stop I did is In-N-Out.
Oh my gosh, you're really American now. Wow, too funny. Okay, so it sounds like you've had such an interesting career and literally a sign changed your life. What do you think you'd be doing if you hadn't seen that sign? What do you think you'd be doing right now?
Probably somewhere in back home doing business or just taking care of farms, and we have a couple of businesses.
Okay. Is all of your family back home?
Yes.
Oh, how often do you go?
Once a year I try to go visit for like 10-15 days.
That's pretty good. How long is that plane ride?
It's like 24 hours.
Ooh. Oh my gosh. Thinking about other chefs you've met in your career, who is someone who you feel like didn't get the attention that they deserved? Someone who's had an influence on you?
So every chef has their own things, right? I don't think that anyone, influence-wise, anyone, it comes in my mind. Maybe if you be talking about the celebrity chef, might be Marcus Samuelsson.
Oh, love him. He's got Red Rooster in Miami, right?
Yep.
Among many other things.
He have a lot of other restaurants all over the United States. But that's the only person I can think about.
Are you a mentor to any up-and-coming chefs?
I mentor a lot of my chefs. There's because I've been in this industry almost like 18 years, 17, 18 years. A lot of my chefs who used to work for me, they are now, some of them are like executive chefs, some of them are celebrity chefs, or some of them they are around this country or outside the country.
Wow, very cool. Anything else you want people to know about the JW Marriott Clearwater Beach Resort restaurants, or your personal story, or just anything to do with eating? I'm trying to look you in the eyes, but like right on the other side is the beach. And it's just, it's so great. Anything about eating at the beach?
We have the restaurant, it's called Escape. We have really good menu, a lot of varieties on there. You can get that beach food on that restaurant, like a coconut shrimp, like a fried chicken sandwich. We can get the pizzas on there. So that's the best place to go if you wanted to relax and have that fried food, or have that beach food. Instead of fried food, it's beach food. That's the spot. About the hotel, as you see, it's beautiful next to the ocean. So there is a lot of things in the hotel. This is like a one-stop. You have your own beach. We have really beautiful spa. We have rooftop restaurants, which you can see the entire ocean from here. You can see the sunset. You can see the sunrise. We have good fancy restaurant downstairs. It's called Latitude. We have a lobby bar. We have a coffee shop in our lobby. So this is JW Clearwater Beach. Is just one stop for any of the guests who wants to enjoy the beach.
That's how you relax on vacation.
Correct.
Oh, Chef Inder, it was so great to talk to you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Oh, you're making me hungry. Inder Suryawanshi is executive chef of JW Marriott Clearwater Beach Resort and Spa. He shared recipes for butter chicken and pan-seared branzino. Find them on our website, thezestpodcast.com. That's also a great place to catch up on any episodes you may have missed as we take some time off to gear up for season 10. We might drop in with a bonus episode or two. You never know. I'm Dalia Colon. I produce The Zest with Andrew Lucas and Alexandria Ebron. The Zest is a production of WUSF, copyright 2024, part of the NPR network.